Have you ever wondered why men cheat? Is it a primal genetic instinct or a product of societal norms? A question as old as time, yet still shrouded in mystery. We embark on a quest, a journey to unravel the secrets behind the curtain of infidelity. Is it our genes whispering in our ears driving us towards indiscretion? Or is it the weight of societal expectations, molding our behaviors into something less than faithful? Stay with us as we delve into the science and psychology behind infidelity. Let's start by exploring the genetic perspective of infidelity. To understand why men cheat, we first need to journey back to the dawn of humanity. Picture early humans trying to survive in a harsh and unforgiving world. For these early humans, the primary goal was to pass on their genes to the next generation. Men in particular had the potential to father many offspring, and so it was in their genetic interest to mate with as many females as possible. Fast forward to today, and some scientists argue that this ancient drive is still present in men's genes. In simple terms, men might be predisposed to infidelity because of their evolutionary past. It's a controversial theory, but one that is backed by some scientific research. A study published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior found that men with a specific variant of a gene called DRD4 were more likely to be unfaithful. This gene is associated with novelty-seeking behavior and risk-taking, traits that could potentially lead to infidelity. Another study, published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior, found a correlation between infidelity and the vasopressin receptor gene in men. Vasopressin is a hormone that affects social behavior and bonding, and variations in its receptor gene could potentially influence a man's propensity to cheat. These studies suggest that there is a biological basis for infidelity in men. However, it's important to remember that genes are not destiny. Just because a man has these genetic variants doesn't mean he will cheat. Genes can predispose, but they do not predetermine. Moreover, genetics are just one piece of the puzzle. Human behavior is complex and shaped by a multitude of factors. It's also influenced by our environment, our upbringing, our personal values, and societal norms. So there is some biological basis for infidelity, but does that tell the whole story? Now let's turn our attention to the societal factors that may influence men's infidelity. Just as our genes can shape our behaviors, so too can the society we live in. Our surroundings, the media we consume, and the expectations placed upon us can all create a climate that either encourages or discourages infidelity. Let's delve deeper into this. Media representations often play a significant role in shaping societal norms. Whether it's the dashing secret agent with a different woman in every city, or the sitcom character juggling multiple partners, these portrayals may subtly suggest that infidelity is not only acceptable, but also exciting and glamorous. The constant bombardment of such images and narratives can create a distorted perception of reality, where faithfulness seems like the exception, rather than the rule. Beyond media, peer pressure can also influence behavior. If a man is surrounded by friends or colleagues who cheat, he may feel pressured to do the same. This pressure can be particularly intense in environments that value conquests or multiple partners as a sign of masculinity. Men may cheat not because they want to, but because they believe it's what they're supposed to do. Which brings us to societal standards of masculinity. In many cultures, men are often expected to be dominant, assertive, and sexually aggressive. This macho image can sometimes lead men to believe that having multiple partners is a way to assert their masculinity. It also creates a harmful stereotype that all men are hardwired to be unfaithful, which is simply not true. Infidelity, like any behavior, isn't black and white. It's not solely dictated by our genes, nor is it entirely determined by society. It's a complex interplay of factors that can vary greatly from one individual to another. Clearly, societal factors can play a significant role in infidelity. But how do these two perspectives, genetic and societal, relate to each other? It seems that both genetics and societal norms can influence men's infidelity. But how do they interact? Picture this. Our genes may lay the groundwork, setting the stage for potential behavior. Let's say some men might have a genetic predisposition towards infidelity. Yet this doesn't mean that infidelity is inevitable. Enter society, with its norms, its expectations, and its values. Society can either amplify or dampen these genetic predispositions. If societal norms encourage monogamy and fidelity, they can act as a check on these predispositions, encouraging men to make choices that align with these norms. Conversely, if societal norms are more permissive of infidelity, they can provide an environment where these predispositions can be expressed more freely. So, it seems that the question of why men cheat is complex, with both genetic and societal factors playing a role. So why do men cheat? Is it genetics or societal norms? Well, as we've explored, it's not as black and white as that. The interplay between our genetic makeup and societal influences shapes our behavior in complex ways. Both factors play a role, intertwined in a delicate dance that paints the picture of human behavior. While there may be no simple answer to why men cheat, understanding the interplay of genetics and societal norms can help us better understand this complex behavior. Until next time, you heard it from Cynical Facts.